Straight into it. Hello, Erin, and welcome to the Hayley Osborne Show. I'm so glad that you joined me today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, this is going to be a good conversation. So, Erin and I have known each other a while, and Erin is money and confidence, and I have just given her stellar introduction before this, but I want you to introduce yourself in your own words because you are a power woman. This is going to be a beautiful interview and give our guests so much to learn and so much knowledge bombs to think about. But tell us, who are you and what do you do?
So, I'm Erin. I am a money mindset coach for women, and I really just help women stay in control of their money so they can step into the rest of their life with confidence. And being an accountant for over 30 years, I have seen a lot of women come to me that don't understand their money. They have issues with their mindset. Their confidence is so up and down. And I just really love that space of being able to help women own their money stories, own what's going on in their business, and then really just step into that confidence so they can just deliver their gifts to the world.
With so many years doing what you've been doing as an accountant, why did you start your business? Tell me about your business and what are you currently doing?
So my business came about pretty much from me wanting more, wanting to be able to give more and connect more deeply to the people that I work with. Accounting helps people in a way because there's so much compliance that we need to do and so many things, but the coaching that I do, the one-on-one coaching and the strategies, the financial wellness strategies and my courses just really connect on a much deeper level and really make a huge difference to the woman that I help, plus also everybody that she comes into contact with. Because when she's able to own her money stories and just really have that confidence about her money, everything changes. So I really get a buzz about that deep level connection and being able to support people on a more deeper, more connected level.
So would you say that like majority, well, what's the percentage of business owners that are female? Because that's your target audience, really. I mean, you'd help males too. But
Mm.
what are the percentage roughly like that you see of women that run successful business that have super massive fears around their finances?
Look, it's hard to say, but it because a lot of women hide that,
Mm,
and it's I would say majority of the women that I speak to have those fears around their money. Some of them hide it a lot better than others,
mm.
and you can tell though when they start to ask questions or they start to talk about things or we start to have some deeper conversations that they really feel a lot of shame about not understanding their money because they run successful businesses. They feel like they should know these things and it just it just means that they're pretending that they've got it all together, but they really don't. So the percentage is hard because
Yeah,
I
the
see it a
reason that I
lot.
ask you, it
Yeah.
is hard, but the reason that I was more asking you is because there's probably a lot of women that are listening that run businesses that go, oh, I should know this stuff better. And oh,
Mm.
like I'm gonna sound dumb if I own up to not understanding this as much as what I should. And I don't want to come across as silly. And so that's why I ask you, is there's probably a lot more people that run businesses that are in this kind of sticky situation that we, don't admit, I guess.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say over 80% of the women that I
Yeah.
come across have those sticky questions or they have that sticky, icky feeling that they can't ask questions. But I think when you're in that safe place and you're in that safe space, to be able to be vulnerable and let down your guard a little bit, you can ask those questions. And that's what I love to do, is to be able to hold somebody's hand, be their accountant in their back pocket, have them ask my questions, and just really support them in whatever way that they need supported, which is different for everybody, because some people might know some things, but they don't know other things. And looking at the confidence and the mindset that goes with it, I think it's a holistic approach. I don't think you can just have, the great financial literacy, but fall over in these mindset and confidence spaces, because as women, everything goes all together. Everything's interconnected. And to be able to step into your business and be in flow, you need to have all three of those components really working well and humming, so that you can just be in flow and not be held back by these shame or guilt feelings of not knowing or not understanding.
Mm. So, what are some tips you can kind of give business owners to overcome those initial fears, I guess?
I think it's really just accepting that you don't have to know it all. And we say that it's okay not to know everything. And we encourage people to really own that. But I think you just have to give yourself permission to accept that it's okay not to know everything. And when you can let down your guard and feel comfortable about asking questions, it will change everything. It reduces that mental load that we carry, that invisible load that's just so heavy. But that would be the first tip, is make sure that you're asking questions, and be comfortable with asking questions, be comfortable with not knowing it all. And it takes practice, and the more you do it, the better you get. But find somebody who is supportive of you, and where you don't feel that judgment, because there are plenty of accountants and business coaches out there that are just all about the numbers. They just get in, get it done, and they don't really nurture their client and have their client's best interests at heart. They're really just churning through. Accountants are so busy that compliance takes up so much time that they're really just getting in and getting it done. So find somebody that will spend the time with you and will nurture you and educate you at a pace that is suitable for you, because everybody learns differently. So then you can start to really own what you know and what you don't know, and then look to improve your financial knowledge.
So, as an accountant yourself, and also someone that is quite deep in the confidence space and building that confidence around your money, what are some, I guess, strategies to build like the confidence? Because there's two parts to this, right? There's money and then there's confidence. So, what are some things that business owners can do to kind of rewire?
Yeah, good question.
Well,
and
it's
it and
different
it
for everyone though, too, right?
Yeah, it is. And I think it's being confident is a way of being. It's not just something that you can pretend and you can fake. So for me, being confident means that I put myself first. I know what I need to do to fill my cup. I love trail running, so I make sure that I spend time doing that. I make sure that I spend time with my friends and putting myself into situations that challenge me and make me grow. So it's different for everybody, but I think confidence is being around people that bring out the best in you. They're the people that push you and challenge you. And look, not all challenges are great, because it puts you in that, messy part in the middle where it feels really hard. But the more you do it, the better you get. But then it is really going and unlayering and uncovering, what is it that you think about yourself? What is the head chatter that's going on? How is that impacting you? Becoming aware of when you're talking to yourself, because most of the time we don't even realize that we have this head talk going on. It just becomes second nature. So it's really becoming consciously aware of what it is that you're thinking and what are you doing, and the actions that you're taking every day to build yourself up and make yourself more confident and feel better about yourself. Because when you feel good about yourself, the confidence just oozes, and you can just see it in people's eyes when they feel confident.
Yeah, and I think too, money and finances in business is one of the foundational things that when you don't have right, you lack confidence. It's kind of the same as what I do around marketing and messaging and getting those marketing foundations right. I feel like the money side of things is more important because that puts food on the table. And if you're not confident about that, then, the rest kind of falls apart a little bit. So I think, yeah, definitely like the financial confidence comes from understanding your finances. You don't necessarily have to do the work, right? Like I love being able to outsource stuff now because I'm not good at everything. But
You don't have to be good at
yeah,
everything, but
that's
I think
right.
you need to have an understanding of how it works and be confident with what you're looking at. So then you can know if something's not right. And if it's not right, how do I need to fix it? Or who do I need to ask to be able to fix it? And it's not about knowing everything because we can't possibly know everything.
Mm, mm. So, what are some of your top tips to create financial wellness in your business as well as in your life?
So, in your business, I would have a great strategy around what it is that you need to do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. What are those recurring things that you need to do? It's systems and processes, which feels pretty masculine, but you need to have the systems and the processes in place to then allow for the white space and the opportunity to be in flow. So, it's balancing that feminine and masculine energy with the accounting side of things, I suppose. So it's having the systems and processes in place. It is then making sure you stay up to date with things because you would be surprised at how many people are not up to date. So therefore, they're not looking at their numbers. So therefore, they feel like they're completely overwhelmed and out of control because they don't know what's happening. So it seems quite simple, but there are so many people that actually don't do that and they're not looking at their
Really?
numbers. Oh, so many, so many. Um, like we've been in the GST space for a long time now. I get files that are not reconciled every quarter. They are late every quarter, which means that people are not keeping up to date. They're not looking at things, which just blows my mind that how could you not be up to date and how could you not be looking at it if you want to run a successful business? So my the work that I do is working one on one with business owners so that we get those systems and processes right. I create strategies for them about everything that they need to do. So, step by step, it's all done for you. And you then just need to implement those steps. And we also have conversations just about where you are, how you're feeling about your money, what's happening, so then you can feel confident to make decisions. Because I feel like when you have the financial confidence, you can be pretty agile and you can make decisions quickly and feel comfortable with making the decisions. Like you don't
Mm.
have to stress about it. You just go with your gut. You know where your business is at. You've got a plan, you're working towards the plan, and you don't have to be so rigid that you can't deviate from the plan, but at least you know the direction that you're going in. And when you have that, then you can make those decisions pretty quickly and pretty easily.
So the
So that's,
decisions like are from a practical point of view is if you need to invest in a program or you have an opportunity to hire help or you want to invest in a cleaner or things like that, you don't second guess yourself whether you can or
mm,
cannot afford it in your business because that's what you mean, right? By decisions.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
decision. And it's open up to opportunities. So opportunities come across your desk all the time. They're always out there. But if you're so closed and not focused on the big picture and not focused on being vibrant and being that high vibe, that high energy, because you're so worried about money all the time, you miss those opportunities. So it's about having the structure and the process sitting behind what it is that you do. So then you can just step into that confidence. And confidence can look like, I can hire somebody, like you said, I can buy this thing because it's going to make my life better. I'm going to buy a robot cleaner for my house because I work at home and um, I need a clean, happy space to work in. And I know that that's going to make me feel good and my business can afford it and I work in a happy space. So it's just a win-win all over. So it doesn't necessarily need to be all business decisions, but your business is making you money for a reason. It's making you money to create the life that you want and provide you with that time freedom that you want. And if you're not got the structure and you don't have the process and you don't understand it, then how can you make those decisions and how can you create that life that or step into that life that you so desperately want?
Mm, I love that. I'm going to switch it up a little bit and I'm going to ask you. So, Erin is a private coaching client of mine. And that is not the number one reason I wanted to get you onto the podcast. I did want to get you on so that because I am so close to your business that your message and what you do is too good not to share with everybody, firstly. But if people want to work with you, you have a financial wellness checkup, you have a financial wellness strategy that businesses listening going, oh my God, I feel that way. Oh my God. Like you have those things available ready to go for people to work with you. Now, I want to ask you to switch it up a bit. Why did you invest in private coaching?
Because I knew that in order for me to make my business what I wanted it to be, I know that this space was not coming easily to me.
Mm.
So there was questions that I had. I felt a bit of guilt, I suppose, that I should know this stuff because I'm a smart woman. I've been in a manager's role for a very long time and I've been running a team for a long time, but switching it up to my own business, I felt like I was going around in circles a bit and not really nailing exactly what it was that I did. I knew in my head what I did and what I had to offer and what I had to share. And I know that I can help people, but to be able to put it all into a nice, neat bow of exactly what it is that I do, how I do it, has just made all the difference. It's that clarity. And it's the same as what I do.
I was going to say that. Yep. And so
Yeah.
you're stepping into it and you're acknowledging it. Yeah.
Yeah. And my zone of genius is helping people put in a bow their strategies, their financial strategies, and their financial wellness. So I do exactly what you do, but on a financial basis. So
Yeah.
I think it's really stepping into your own zone of genius and realizing when something is not your zone, that that's where you need help and support. And I have really loved your accountability. So it's not necessarily, um, I look, in reality, I probably could have done all of this myself, but it was knowing where to start, what to do. It was keeping me accountable. It was keeping me on track. It was bite-sized chunks. Let's do this every week. And over the time, we've created something that's really beautiful that I would have struggled to create in such a short amount of time myself. So
Mm.
it's it's about that get it done rather than sit and procrastinate for 12 months and be in exactly the same position, feeling exactly the same way. And I didn't want that. I wanted more, which is the reason why I invested and the reason why clients invest with me too, because they want to progress and they want to go quicker and they want results.
Yeah. Fast tracked. So what were your fears about working with a private coach?
The money, probably. How
Mm.
funny is that? That it's
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a money mindset coach, yet I have fears about the money because as a business owner, it is not the regular paycheck like you're an employee. You've got to balance your money coming in with your expenses going out, and there's big ebbs and flows when you own a business. When you're an employee, pay turns up in your bank account every week, every fortnight. There's that stability and that consistency. So that was a real mindset shift for me, that I needed to trust in myself and really step into my confidence and believe in myself that I can make this work, because it's something that I haven't done for a long time, is be on my own in this space. Like, I've been working for a big firm for a long time, but to step out on my own and be my own person, it takes a lot of confidence, and it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of vulnerability to put yourself out there in that space where, everyone's looking at me and everyone's can see me. I'm not hiding anymore. But I was ready to step into that, and very, very grateful that we connected quite some time ago. And I I have loved, the thing I think I love the most is the the cheerleader on the side. Like, it's the cheerleader, it's, yes, keep doing this, because I've had moments of confidence is all over the place, because it's something new, and it's something that is requiring me to step up. And as we hit those next glass ceilings, there's always that messy middle in between until we're comfortable. So to be able to have somebody there that believes in you and can see what you have to offer is really, really powerful. So that has been probably the best part for me, plus all the stuff we've created, because that's pretty cool too. But having
It's
that
so
person there.
cool. Oh my God. And I think you downgrade what it is like that now you have to offer, because you already had this anyway, right? I just
Mm,
kind of
yeah,
like massaged it into a thing, and now it is a tangible physical thing that we have like created for you. And I think it's a beautiful thing, and it's nice that you're honest about like the fears and stepping into what that looks like too. And like everybody feels that at some point or another, but yes, you're showing up as yourself. Yes, you have these beautiful offerings now in your business, because it's crazy to think that you wouldn't have gone out on your own, considering what you have to offer for other people and their businesses, and the way in which you do it, right? Because there's really, I say in marketing, there's no unique message, there's only unique messengers. And so the way that you deliver things, the way that you nurture people, the way that you step up, how like raw and real you are without bearing your soul, because I'm a big believer of not doing that. And then being able to, I don't know, just step into that, you would be doing a disservice to everybody else that resonates with you and how you deliver your message if you didn't do what you've done. That was a long way of
absolutely.
explaining
Because
it.
I haven't changed any of my qualifications. I haven't done any further study or any work at all in my qualifications since we've been working together. So everything that we've put together, I already had and I can already do, but it was putting it together in a way that resonates with people and connecting with people, and the storytelling to be able to showcase what it is that I do. Because, like you said, there's no unique message. There are millions of mindset coaches, there are millions of marketers out there, but there's only one me.
Yeah.
And I have something to offer and I have something to share. And the way that I do it is unique to me. And I know that I am good at my job. I know that I am good at connecting and holding other people and holding that space and being there and being their cheerleader, the person that they need. I am that person and I can do that for other people. So to be able to, like I said, put it in a nice, neat little bow and package it all up into these brilliant services that I now offer is amazing. And I have been doing it for a while. I just hadn't connected all the dots, I
Yeah.
suppose.
But when you're so close to things, though, it's hard to see them anymore, and
Absolutely.
like to
Yeah.
bring them to life. And so I guess private coaching is a fast track way to do that, especially if you're results driven and you just want to move forward and move the needle. And also when you work for yourself, there's no glass ceiling, right? So the quicker you realize that the trajectory of your business is going to be fast when you invest in help, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Crazy.
marketing help, that's financial
Yeah.
help, that's
Yep.
confidence help, whatever that space is that you're needing help in will absolutely fast track your business.
Mm. So what have been some of your client wins after refining what it is that you do?
I am working with a small business accountant at the moment, and she is just powering along. It is so good to see.
Yay!
Yay! I know it is just amazing. She's been a solopreneur for about 10 years, and to have somebody in that accounting space that she can ask questions, leverage off my knowledge of being in a bigger firm has been just a really great thing for her. And while I don't specialize in helping small business accountants, me being an accountant, though, I was able to tailor the coaching that she needed specific to her, which is we were able to tap into all of the things that are specific to an accountant's business and really help her thrive. But there's been so much more to it than that. Like we've spoken about overwhelm, which is not unique to accountants. That's,
Mm.
all business owners. And we've put systems and strategies in place of how to move the needle forward in her business. So that has just been a huge win. Another client, or she's not a client just yet, but she will be. She has told me she will be. She's just said that everything I do just resonates with her. It's like I'm speaking to her. And I saw her during the week, and she will work with me. She's just not quite ready just at the moment, but she was like, I will work with you. I will definitely be
Yeah.
working with you. It just is like you're talking to me. Everything you say, the tips that you share, everything is so helpful and so um, real.
Yeah.
So that's been really two really good outcomes in a really short space of time. And I've got some speaking gigs lined up. I've got my course going to launch soon.
I'm so bloody
I'm going
proud
to
of
launch a
you. You have no
podcast
idea.
soon.
I'm just like, "Ooh," I just want to scream because like you've done all this. We've done this together in such a short space of time and it's all just come to life and it'll just be like, oh, second nature very, very soon. It is now, but you're launching a
Yeah,
podcast and I cannot wait for that. I'm really excited for you. But it's all happening. And I do genuinely believe that momentum creates momentum. And you have consistently put it out to the world. You refine what it is that you do. You're showing up. All your foundations are in complete alignment now. And you just need to keep screaming it to the world because you're amazing. So, how can people find you if they've loved this chat, connect with you, and stalk you a little bit more?
perfect. Absolutely. Please come and stalk me. So I am across the internet, Erin Davis _transform on Instagram and Facebook. My website is erindavis.com.au. And I do have a free downloadable checklist that people can go and see where they are with their financial wellness. It's erindavis.com.au /clarity. And it just goes through where they're at now, where they need to have some help, really just providing that clarity. So jump on, grab that, and then let's connect because I am here to create a big impact person at a time. Like it doesn't need to be impacting the whole world. I know that I'm here to help, and I know that I'm here to connect, and I know that I'm here to support women in their business journey, in their financial wellness and their confidence space. So if you want to connect, let's connect.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Erin. It's been really good.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.